think I can... I don't think I can turn it down, which is kind of annoying, but... While I'm actually playing. Like, I get it. I've never exactly been fun occasionally. And, that's very apparent when you actually look at how often I actually stream and upload. But, I just wanted to do some talking about how this year's gone so far. I'm moving. That's also another reason why there hasn't been that many videos recently. I have wanted to actually finish Resident Evil, but I just haven't really found the time. And on top of that, you know, I just got back into playing this because I bought Royal, and I was playing through Royal, and I didn't know how to actually play the Royal part of Persona 5, so I'm replaying through this game now to actually, you know, do that part. But, yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the games that came out this year, how much I've enjoyed them so far, and just stuff like that. This obviously did not come out this year, but I played it this year. This is my first time playing a Persona game. And I gotta admit, I personally say this game is probably my favorite game I've ever played. But I also got recommended stuff like Persona 4 or Persona Strikers. I did not really like Strikers at all. I tried it, I bought it, it just wasn't that good to me. 4 is okay, I haven't given it enough of a chance yet. There's just some problems, I guess. Like, Resident Evil 8, for example. I really do like Resident Evil 8. I have so much stuff going on right now that I can't really worry about, you know, playing games that much anymore. And it's a weird thing. People always told me it would be like that growing up. But I mean, I really see it now. And I know that I'm going to have even less time in the future. But there's nothing you can really do about that. I have work now, which, I mean, it's not exactly that big of a hassle, but I mean, I still need to do it. And I mean, there's school and stuff. And, I don't know. It's just another multiplayer shooter that has a battle royale, most likely. And I don't know, I love those games occasionally, but I want to play other games, you know, like, I think that's one of the reasons I loved this game so much. It was a brilliant change of pace, considering the only other games I was playing at the time was like Valorant, COD, Fortnite occasionally. You know, it was nice playing a RPG. This is the kind of games I grew up with. I grew up playing Zelda and Pokemon. Those are my favorite, like, games I've ever played, really. And this, I could talk about this game for hours. I do intend on talking about this game a lot whenever I do my Game of the Year this time around. And just because of everything about this game. The gameplay is phenomenal. The music, like, for example, right here, this is my favorite song in the game, probably. And it's not everyone's favorite song, but it's the whole soundtrack, in my opinion, is amazing. Characters are almost always good. There's a couple odd lines and a couple mismatched characters, in my opinion. And in my opinion, the entire game is almost really good. There's two segments in particular that I really just did not like. But I don't know what it is. It's just I love certain things about this game. And like, just with how expansive it is. like this is definitely the longest game I've ever. I think my finishing playtime was like almost 130 hours. But yeah, I mean, there's just so much about this game that just it feels polished. I've never really ran into any glitches. There's been a couple odd animations here and there that I think could have been done better. The boss fights, like this one, I mean, as much as I did struggle on this for no reason, it was still a fun boss fight though. I mean, it was. There's just so much about this particular game that I could talk about, but this isn't the video for that. I don't know. There's just a lot. Like I said, I'm replaying through the game, and I do intend on finishing this game, actually playing through the royal part, because this game did still cost me about $40, and I want the whole. I mean, I was about to say I want the whole $40 experience. This has given me so much more than I expected from a $40 game. I expected the game to be somewhat good, but not this good. The story was just beautiful in my opinion. It was all good. And I mean, there's the artwork and stuff you can see. Look at all the different characters. I don't know. Last year, everyone knows last year was not exactly the easiest on anyone. And I mean, for the first time in a really long time, I actually ended up scrapping some. I was going to do some videos last year, and then I eventually ended up scrapping them. Which I never thought I'd really say that. I mean, because I originally did not plan on really making any videos. I was always just going to try to stream whatever and stuff. But then I actually tried making videos, and I mean, as much as I want to get those videos out, there's just some stuff going on with it. I do intend on actually finishing one in particular that I will get out, but I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff going on. Well, I know this was short, but I just wanted to, say what was on my mind real quick about this year. Games are still kind of dry to me right now. I get it, there's some good stuff coming out later on. I do intend on playing those games that are coming out later on. I do intend on finishing Resident Evil 8. I intend on finishing this game. And I also intend on, when Friday Night Funkin' comes out, the full game, I'm definitely going to play all of that. I funded the Kickstarter a little bit. I think I bought the $50 rewards so that you get a vinyl cover and all that stuff. So I mean, yeah, I'm definitely going to play that game because I'll be getting it not really for free. But yeah, that's another game that I feel deserves a lot of talk about. Music quality is just so good in that. Like, there's so much passion you can just feel in that game. The music is amazing. The animation is also amazing. I mean, the gameplay is just DDR, but or not really DDR. More like just a like Osu, I guess. Like just your standard computer rhythm game. Yeah, man, there's a lot to talk about with Friday Night Funkin' with this game and with Resident Evil. I am thoroughly enjoying Resident Evil. Like I said, it's not as good as it's not my favorite game, but it's definitely not bad. There was some moments I feel that could have been better. Like I just finished Moreau's chapter again on stream, but I feel that was really underwhelming. You really didn't even do much. He didn't really even have a house like the other two did. Which I guess that was kind of the point. He was supposed to be the one that everyone just kind of brushed off. But I mean, I'm in the final 2 parts of the game, so I'll be seeing what those are. Sorry, I'm still a little bit sleepy. I'm a huge fan of the Resident Evil series. Resident Evil 5 was one of my favorite games I've ever played. Resident Evil 6 was really good. 4 was good. 3 and 2 remade were really good. I liked 7, even though it wasn't my favorite, and then I'm liking 8, even though I wish it was a tad bit scarier. Although House Beneviento was pretty good too. That was a really good scare. I'll give them that. But yeah, I just wanted to get this out there. I do intend. I might even stream a little bit of Resident Evil 8 tonight. Depends on if I'm home or not. Because like I said, I'm moving. I'm not even technically at my house right now. I'm staying with my brother currently. It's possible. I'm not really streaming that much. Yeah, but I'll see you guys in the next one, I guess.